What's up everybody, hello and welcome back to Tropico. We just reached Cold War in the last episode and building a chocolate factory right now over here just behind our rum distillery, looking fine and dandy and everything. Beautiful rum distillery, by the way, hasn't changed one bit since we built it back like a century ago. And in that case here, over here, a new export jackpot is being built right now. I hope so, at least. That's my intention here with the chocolate, so we can hopefully sell that chocolate to good prices there. Now, what we need for the chocolate, we can do...
To the people, Presidente. Show you care.
And we do get a dual demand here from Marco and Sister Francesca. So either we build a tenement here, or we build a hospital that's religious standing, or the communist standing. And I know that we are not that good with the communists, I think. So I'm going to build a tenement anyway. You know, that's good for the housing there. We're looking at our population there real quick. As we can see, we do have 49 homeless people. We actually also have 19 unemployed citizens right now. Housing quality is, or happiness is, at 39. And when we look at the factions here, common is 58. So far so good, but we can do something about that. So unemployed citizens, what I wanted to do actually is having another plantation. And in this case here, we do need a cocoa plantation. So this one here. And looking around, well... fertility is not looking that good, but we do have a bit of fertility over here, so it's fine to build two plantations here side by side, like so. Let's have a street connection here too. Of course, that will increase once again the tenements here, and what I can see over here is that we don't have a bus going over there as well, so we should do something about that, getting the people out there to those buildings there. Now, metro station is just way too expensive for us to do right now, so another bus garage just will have to do. Let's build the garage. Let's build it over here. That's fine. Let's actually quick build it. I don't want to wait for that garage there. So there it is in all its glory. And now we need a bus stop. In that case here, let's get the people there more into the town center again. I will have some tenements and stuff like that. So I will probably have them over here and here, more in the town center then. And for that reason, let's have the bus station also more on this side here as well. So where we have the grocery store and the high school, the bus stop, and the second bus stop will be then out here, far away in the outside here, that we don't have anything. We only have plantations and those shacks there, and hopefully people will then want to commute out there. So we have now commuting with the bus to this area here, and then far outside to this area here, where we are going to add more plantations as we progress. Now, something we need to do. First of all, we do have the task here of cleaning our buildings. We do have a bit of pollution there in our town, and we can do that with, let's see, public service, garage, or garbage dump, that is. So reduces pollution of other buildings within range while creating pollution itself. Costs us 1,000. And what we can see is that the range is quite... yeah, extensive. We could have it over here, but that's not a good one. Oh, actually, we don't really have the best spots for this one here. What I can see is that we... yeah, I don't want to destroy the river that we have there, right? In that case, we might have it here. Ah, it actually fits in. It's not a beautiful building, but, you know, this would be... it would be hidden, though. You know, kind of behind the bus garage and the construction office. Having a dump here, it's not pretty, but we're going to have it here because that's the only solution I can think about here with the city itself right now, because having it somewhere else over here, and it wouldn't go that far, right? Would it go that far? Let's have a look. Actually, it would go that far, right? And yeah, actually, let's have it over there. It's better than having it right where we have the harbor. 27,000 coming in there. That seems to be good. So let's have it over here, and actually what we can have here is have the road connection done already, right? Because we do have the road here. And this is where the garbage truck is coming out then. Hopefully people don't see that quite often. I mean, yeah, you know, it's a bit hidden there behind the trees. Those kind of trees there. A bit hidden there, and with the plantations there, so a bit far away there from the city there, and still within the range. So I think that's better than actually. We need to get rid of the pollution here.
Presidente, we finally have a chance to demonstrate your unlimited greatness to the world. I am so excited.
And make Tropico great. Progression to modern times. So that starts the quest line for this one. I think this will be quite an extensive quest line. From your powerful elbows to your unswerving conviction that anything you say is right, loyal Penultimo knows your good points But for the world to know how great my Presidente is, Tropico must put itself on the map once and for all. How shall we do that, Presidente? Borrow a major international landmark. We're doing that right now with Stonehenge. So that is something. We could also establish ourselves as a tropical paradise for tourists. We're doing that anyway, you know. But what we're doing right now is we're getting Stonehenge. So we can just go with this one here and save us some time.
Only a truly great leader would propose.
Oh, of course. Now we cannot go with the Stonehenge. We need the Colosseum of Rome, the Statue of Liberty, Great Sphinx, or St. Basil's Cathedral. Alright. Something like that. That's a bit disappointing. Can I go back on that promise here? No, I cannot. So we have to do that now. Then I would have chosen the tourists.
Set sail for booty once more.
Another quest complete. Penultimo is changing appearances quite often. Everything is ship-shaped and with fashionable bristles. Captain, not wrong with me nauticals now. We'd give you a round of applause, but you might have to make to do with the sound of some one-hand clappings. What happened? Nothing happened, it seems. But that's fine for us. If nothing happens, that's still fine. We do have a bit of cash there, though, on our account. That's good to see. And what I can see here, too, is that tobacco is out. Which really shouldn't be the case, right? Because we do have tobacco here with 83%. Let's actually increase the budget for all my plantations now by 1. That will cost us a bit, of course.
Don't you lot get any stupid ideas?
But that should be fine. There we have those 2 plantations there. You know what? Let's just quick build them because I think this one here is soon to be finished. Yes, and we want to start exporting us some chocolate. Let's have a look at the trade there as well. Oh, we don't have any trade routes right now. I know that we are still producing some weapons, so that might be something my allies would want. Actually, there's not much for export. Look at that. There's like 70% is import and like 20 to 30% is export only. Let's see. Toys, we do produce some toys here. Cigars, plus 11%. Yes, let's go with cigars there. That's something. Milk, rum. Oh, that's a very bad deal there. Toys. Let's go with the toys. But let's go with a small one. Because I don't think we produce that many toys there. Perhaps I need to import something as well. For my people, but I don't think so, no. Let's not do that right now. So not the best options we have.
Life at sea is never boring, except when shipworms bore through the hull.
Penultimo, what now? The sailors managed to smoke out the worms by setting fires below decks with the pleasing side effect of enhanced their delicate taste. They are Moorish, but certain structural concerns have since arisen. We'll need fresh timbers to shiver if we want to go on. What the hell is going on there? No idea, but we need to deliver some planks now. We should have enough there. We have 2 lumber mills or sawmills. So in that pirate cove we should have everything ready, right? So that's fine. Right, what we still need to do is the tenements. Now we do have the quest for that and we do have a low happiness there for the tenements. That's over here, that's a new building. So lower quality residential building for 16 households. Tenants must be at least poor. Emits little pollution, decreases crime safety in the area. Conventillo. Now that one here is something that you should not do, I think, as far as I know. I mean, it houses 20 people for poor ones, but the quality deteriorates over time. Very bad one indeed, and just rises the crime rate there. Let's go with the tenement for now. Not a very pretty building anyway, as we can see. But still something that is affordable for people. In that case here, let's have... It's difficult to say. Actually, we do have some beautiful buildings here. So I could have a tenement here. Let's have one here. How much does it cost? 3,500. Yeah, and we can squeeze one in here actually. Right, where the circus is, beside the theater. That's fine, and then we can have here in the center a little park there in between, right? In fact, let's have several parks here. That's even better now. Alrighty, so 2 tenements that we built right now, that's for the people. Now we do have a bus stop here then going for the plantation, so perhaps someone of them actually want to go there.
Presidente. Yeah, with those sneaky Reds. How did you guess?
Colonel Buck Scott. This job mightn't seem related to communism, but trust me, Presidente, everything relates to communism. Heck, most of my relatives are communists, but don't worry, I locked them up good. And fulfill an import trade route with the Western powers. Oh, that's easy. Random blueprint, we do that. There we have now a reason again to go with an import here for the Western powers. It's this one here, right? Western powers. Cars. Oh, we might import some cars, but I think that's going to be expensive there. 28,000 for each. No, we're going to produce cars ourselves. Cheese would be the other thing. Cheese, I think, is the... Yeah, let's go with cheese, right? It's actually cheaper, so let's go with cheese and the smallest one. So we want to finish this contract as soon as possible, as fast as possible.
Flying cars have arrived in Tropico. Current flight times are less than a second, but our scientists are working hard on improving that.
Right, we still build the garbage dump. Let's quick build it, actually. I don't think that my builders can compete with the amount of stuff that I want to build right now. There we now have the garbage dump, and all trash is equal. Cleanse the buildings now. We start progressing on this one here, the healthcare. We do have 51 of 55, so we're pretty close to something there. My clinics are working. Oh, we can increase the amount of visitors. Is this one full? Yes, it's full, so let's do that upgrade here. So we do have 4 more visitors here. This one's full then 2. And per worker by 2, this one here 2. And then probably that one here too. Yeah. Okay, that was quite expensive though. We shouldn't do that too often. But anyway, we have increased now the efficiency of them once more. And we have delivered the planks. Actually, I didn't expect that. Everything is ship-shaped with fashionable bristles. Captain, not wrong with me, nauticals now. Would give you a round of applause, but you might have to make do with the sound of some one-hand clappings. Once again. He really likes his one-hand clappings. Right, we do have the houses here. I love the houses. They're much higher quality buildings. And I think in this case here, we might have a few of them here, you know, because first of all, we do need more housing for those guys. And this is a fine district here where we might just have a few more houses. We can, unfortunately, we cannot squeeze it in here. Can we have a park there? We can have a park here, but unfortunately, we cannot squeeze anything in here. We might have to, let's see, we might have to get rid of that street here. Fortunately, I don't like the road system too much there. Why are you not working? That should be working actually, you know, like that is rather easy here. Let's see, let's get rid of this one there. Alright, he really doesn't like me there. This one works. Right, and now we can have some houses in there. This one here. So we already have a park there, that's fine. And then we can have those houses. They're really cheap, by the way. Should we have a house here? Yes, we might have a house here. And then we probably will need a smaller street going in there. That's fine, though. And then we're going to have another house here. Yeah, and probably another house here then. Something like that. That's fine, because we could have then a smaller park here. Yeah, very good. Right, with the restaurant there. So we do have this little leisure center here with the people living there. Then we have a restaurant there, some houses here. Was a bit expensive to build this now, but I think it's worth it then, long-term wise. So we have that. Tenements. Where's my construction office? I think I will need to push that one here. Better safe than sorry, and ignore safety regulations. Building is increased by 20%. Each worker has a 10% risk of death. No, let's not do that. Right, we are working at 125% now because I've increased the budget. And more hands, let's do that as well. 4 more job positions here. So we do have a few more construction workers.
Because we make their weapons. Son, your toys come from my factories. So tell El Presidente that my request's more important.
In that case, you'll build a newspaper for the industrialists. I think we're going with this. Actually, we do have a newspaper, right? Yes, we do have one. And oh no, that was the tenement. I thought it would be completed now. And let's go with the standing actually. That raises my support there a bit, even though money would have been nice as well, but we do get lots of money there in with the next shipment. That's fine. How is my chocolate factory looking? Nothing in stock right now. Even though they're working out there at high efficiency too. Do they have the... They do need the multiculture. Right, and here we have tobacco and cotton. Right, and we can do that actually with quite a lot of them. This one here profits the most. Has 3 different crops in its range. So that should be fine. Righto, let's have a look. Healthcare happiness is climbing. Hopefully we can do that. At least that's one of our promises. We have not a high budget there. We do have more positions now for people to come in there. That should be fine. More houses appear here now as well. Very good. So housing quality, that is something. Oh, they're full right away. Look at that. People want to live here really quickly. We could have electrification. Efficiency by 25%, but we don't have any electrification here right now. But that's fine still. We have now a few housings here. Very good. Cleansing 4%, so it's going down.
We've done it. The rocks rolled off the deck and onto the dock.
Now, none of me men are literate, so there are no written instructions for how to put the henge back together, but I drew some pictures. You just need to attach lintel P to standing stone I using the diagram on page 8. Then attach the ropes, which were not included. Simple. Right, that is Stonehenge. I think with now... Yeah, there we have Stonehenge. Makes trees grow around the monument, increases the renaturation rate in which pollution is reduced over time. This one here, a monument, beautiful. Right, and we do need to build it then somewhere. Actually, yeah. Since we are going to have the tourists here, we might then have Stonehenge up here somewhere, and we can then ship the tourists over there with buses they need to pay tickets for, and of course entrance fee for Stonehenge, which they have to pay for as well, because that's how you do it in Tropico with your tourists. Fish is trending down, we don't care about that. We still have the trade route with the Western powers there. Import on cheese. Oh, the next freighter will do that for us. Very good. We export a lot of stuff. Can we export something else? Chocolate. Cigars. Do we have that? Yeah, we already have cigars on the export there. Oil might be something, but oil is something we need soon for ourselves. So let's go with chocolate only. And let's have a smaller one. I like to do the smaller ones because we can finish that sooner. And just look at that, at the reputation here. This one here increases the reputation by +7 with the Western powers. And if we want to go with 4 times as high as a volume, it only increases it by +11. So this one here is much better for relations. Price-wise, of course, the higher volume, if it's a good price, +14%, I don't think is such a good price. But let's still go with it, so that we at least have a higher price on that. And let's have a look there as well. Yes, we're now producing some chocolate there. Very good. That's sweet chocolate and dark chocolate. Alright. Oh, and we've finished the promise. Very good. Chocolate factory is working. And produce cocoa. There was another one with the broker for some, you know, outside money that we have there. Right, the promise has been fulfilled as well. Support is at 60%. Why is it not higher? We don't have any unemployed ones now. We still have homeless people. So I think that is something that we have over here. Yep, that we still have shacks. And, oh, trade route, very good.
The world thanks you. Your vigilance is important.
I really love that we have so many quests there to do on the side. That makes the whole thing feel so dynamic. And in that case here, let's get a random blueprint. For the conventilo. You kidding me? The worst blueprint that you could have given me. I really get the worst blueprint there. I never want to build those conventilos, so I get the blueprint. Not something for the more expensive stuff, but yeah, doesn't matter. Let's have a look. I think we finished some trade routes there. One import one, right? So we can have another export one. Actually, let's go with a bit of rum there, yes. Oil. That was oil. Now, task overview.
Presidente, it is good to see you.
That is the newspaper and change constitution to labor policy. No, let's skip that one. I think that's it for now. And we have some research. Now, Cold War offers us some new edicts there, of course, as well. Stuff like that. So, like the good old days that I've just researched. Now, citizens wear old-fashioned clothes increases the tourist rating by 4 + 3 for each fort. Alright, doesn't matter, you know, you get these knowledge points quite quickly anyway. And I don't even know what I want to go here for. Something that is positive. Right, National Day increases the efficiency of all taverns and cocktails, but by 10% decreases crime safety and decreases religious then. Oh, that's a lot of decreases. Something like that. But it doesn't look like we need anything here anyway. Custom offices, perhaps. Yes, let's go with one there. Have we finished the customs office? There it is. Right. There we have something new now. Tourist fees. Every tourist arriving in Tropico pays $10. And work mode. Stimulate exports. Decreases the price of imports. Reduced import taxes. Special tax on base efficiency. 1% of export. No. Okay, so we keep that for now. The customs office, we do get a higher price there.
Workers have a request. They wish not to work, but that is impossible. So they also have a backup request.
And we have to build a childhood museum. Alright. How much does that cost us once again? So many things we have to build all the time. Oh, that's quite expensive there. Provides fun for visiting citizens and tourists. Influences visitors. No wealth requirement. Quite expensive one though. When I actually wanted to go with some electrification now. And there we have the first tenements now ready. I think 2 of them. And oh boy, they're really full right away. Right? I think these are the partners there. Yeah. So this one doesn't have a partner yet. You know, that's why this one's empty. But every slot here is filled otherwise. The same with this one here. So we do need more of these tenements. How is it looking then out there? Do we still have shacks? So we still have 2 shacks. And the bunkhouses here are full too. No idea. Probably not a good... Yeah, probably we'll have to build more of these tenements then. And the theater, yeah, people like to visit that. Circus is full as always. Bit of money there again. What else do we have for fun? We might have need a restaurant up here. We have one here, but as we can see, the restaurants are full. So it's a good idea to have another restaurant then here somewhere. Looking around, close to the, close to our circus there. And here we can continue then, or actually we might go up here. I don't want to build that many parks here, you know. Might make it like that, right? And then we can squeeze some stuff in here. A few additional parks. There's nothing else though. Like we have this one here. That's fine. But they're fine anyway because they just increase the attractiveness of those towns there. And that is looking fine. Perfect. No problem there. We could actually have a clinic there if we wanted to. Grocery store. This one here is really full. Do we need another one? I think there was for luxury entertainment. Public services. Yeah, that one's full. We do need another grocery store, especially where people are living. We might have one over here if I can squeeze it in. That's not looking good. Yeah, here, behind the clinic. There we have another grocery store. That's fine. Right, and here we might think about then something similar to this one here, but a bit more luxurious with another huge park then or something like that. And I think cleansing building, childhood museum, newspaper, right? Another newspaper we need to go for. Let's go for government. Then we have the... It's not with government. Media, there it is. There we have the newspaper. I already have one. A radio station might be the more interesting one, but you know, newspapers are not really expensive there. Having one down here for all these people here is fine. And then we still have a lot of people working here too. Having a newspaper here might just work as well. Even though it's not looking pretty, right? No, I don't think so. What we can do is we can get rid of this coffee plantation here. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this plantation there for coffee. And let's see where we can squeeze in some coffee. We might do that out here. Oh yeah, we can do that here. And that's another plantation there for multiculture. Let's build it quickly. Multiculture takes all of them into account there. Very good. For the coffee. And we can get rid of this one here. Let's demolish this one. And then we can have a newspaper here and something else perhaps. Because this is starting to look like our industry district, you know. So in that case, let's have a street going over here. Looking much better already. There we have some people living. So it might be a good idea to have some parks here as well. This is a very ugly district as we can see. Having some parks here makes sense. I mean, industry-wise, it doesn't make sense. But for the people living here, for sure. And then we might want to have, let's see, the newspaper as the first step towards, towards a new district that we have there. I mean, newspaper, come on. It doesn't feel right to have it there, sorry. Sorry that I'm so indecisive on this one, because I don't know where I would want to have a second newspaper. It just doesn't make any sense to me to have one. Let's have it over here, yeah, behind the other one. So we can just pretend there are different newspapers then. Perhaps I get rid of it again once we've built it, and so that I have the quest here for the industrialists. And childhood museum, that is something we need to save a bit for. Another grocery store up now. Very good, so that we have at least 2 there. One over here now, one here. So for the houses that will appear here at some point, we then have another grocery store. That wasn't much money. In this case, I would need more in the future if I want to survive. And quest complete. Let's, yeah, I would like to go with industrialist standing, but in this case, since we don't have that much money, let's go with the money. And yeah, we can actually have a different work mode for this one here. That's fine. So this one here is open mind. And this one here might have something like... lots of that. Earth and wind. Newspaper, shift the political views towards environmentalist, towards religious, towards capitalist, communist. You earn $5 for each citizen living in the vicinity. Decreases the liberty though. Let's go with that for now. Let's see how much that affects it.
The enemies of freedom are everywhere.
Oh, another Western power import trade route. Fine. I would want to get the blueprints for that. Let's have a look at that real quick. Import with the Western powers. That is the... oh, jewelry. Tobacco. That's the only thing that comes to mind there. It's a small one. And whoops, we need to finish something else there first. Oh, we purchase another one. Nope, cannot do that. So we need to wait on that a bit. There's no time limit, right? Nope. We just need to finish those things then. Cleanse the buildings though. That is something here with 4% still. I don't know. It should go up though. Old trash. Let's increase the efficiency of this building here. Old trash is equal. I mean, it's got lots of stuff to do here. This garbage dump there, you know, there's lots of buildings around it. In that case, it might take a while there. And I still haven't figured out why some of these things are missing. So we should have... oh, sugar, yes, because my chocolate factory uses sugar now too. And the rum distillery needs sugar as well. So I guess we don't have enough sugar then. Having another one might make sense. That's over here. Having another plantation here is totally fine for me because this is kind of like our plantation district there anyway. Oh. This is not working. Oh, 56,000 from the latest freighter. That is the new record. Right, this is working now, and this will be having then the multicultural there as well. Let's quick build it. Multicultural for those guys here. Fine. Fiber fertilizer and increases the efficiency in nearby plantations by 10%. Why do they have different ones? This one here doesn't, for example, have the fiber optimization. Right, but let's go with this one. That seems like a good idea for those plantations there. Very good. So another one that we have there. So we should... oh, we are really high on the support rating there. Almost 70%. Homeless citizens, we still have a few. Not that many unemployed ones. So the Cold War era is starting out fine so far. No real problems there. Housing is still a problem, so we need more tenements. And then I really want to push forwards the electrification and the metro station. Stay tuned.